but they know then that it was time for war. The battle raged bloody and terrible. The quarry you see there? Catherine points out the window to the deep brown crater on the hillside. Was where the animals make a stand in a battle so fierce that it leaves scars on the mountain. All that killing cut the forest deep. Wounded, it went into mourning, and that bring the longest dry season ever on Mormari. The rivers hide in the earth, and the trees wilt and die away. The ocelots shrink small like house cats. The howler monkeys get timid, and the deer and manikou and lap, who had lived in peace before, start to look at each other and see food. The warriors suffer too, for no one, man nor animal, could survive when nature decides to withhold its bounty. Then, one day, when all were weary, and it looked like the war would claim not only the fighters, but the whole forest, a great storm set up in the hills. Fat, grey clouds empty out into the green, and the men and animals rejoice to see the rivers rise again, and the forest drink deep of the rain. Thunder and lightning pelt down for 3 days and 3 nights. But remember, I tell you, this was a time before time, when a tree could reach full grown in a day, and a boy could reach manhood in a night. So this storm was longer and fiercer than any of the animals had ever seen before. The earth slide down the hillsides and crash into the valley below. Trees older than any animal could remember lose their hold on the earth and topple over. The rivers burst their banks and rush over the land. Rejoicing turn again to sorrow. It come like the whole forest turn on them and demand its share of the lives who defile its sacred places with war. Now, the green parrots, the ones who cackle and sing and chatter just like you. Catherine pinched Yejide's lips together to stop her from giggling. Well, they were wiser than any of the animals give them credit for. The parrots watch the rain, and watch the hills, and watch the rivers, and watch the dead pile high. They gather together in the branches of the last sacred silk cotton tree and hold a council. At the council's end, the parrot battalion split and divide in 2. One half fly to the east, and the other half fly to the west. The parrots that went west get small and become the little green birds we see today, those that sing and fly towards the setting of the sun. But those that went east toward the sunrise mute their green feathers to black and curve their beaks into sharp hooks. Their bodies get fat, and their wingspans stretch so wide they darken the land below them as they fly. They release one last great song that make all the animals and men tremble, then grow grey hoods around their heads and necks that silence their throats forever. You know what they turn into, Yejide? Catherine stared out the window, smile, and puff on her pipe. Kobo! Yejide cried out. She loved getting the right answer. No matter how many times she heard the story, knowing the answer always make her feel grown up and very important. Catherine nodded and pulled deep from the pipe. When the change was complete, they feel their bellies get hungry for flesh. They spread their wings wide and circle the land slow, searching out the dead.